Welcome to my channel, Nonprofit Accountability. My name is Robin Vaughn, and some of you know me more so from LinkedIn. I'm not usually on the camera front of everything, but here I am because I have a message and it's coming through very clear. First, let me backtrack for a second and please hang in there with me because I have some very special things that I want to say and give. And for those of you that know me, you're going to say, finally, there she goes. And I thank you all for that, for your support. So anyway, yes, so my channel, thank you for coming on. Nonprofit accountability, as in TEAT, yes, a hot steaming cup of tea. I'm bringing all of that to you. I've had this channel for 3 years, and now I feel more clear about what it is that I'm doing and what is I'm pursuing, what I have to give to my community. And I'll explain what that means in a second. So just very quickly before I get into the tea, my channel, my pillars, right? I have pillars and core values of this channel, nonprofit accountability, and you can actually go ahead and see that on your own. I'm just gonna share them very quickly. So the pillars and core values of this channel are to recognize, disrupt, and dismantle white savior complex in the human service field. Power to the people, empowerment, right? Fearlessly amplifying and magnifying true collective voice, narrative, and representation. So I'm going to go ahead and add the word bold into there too. Fearlessly and boldly amplifying, right? And empowering that voice. Then we have emphasis on what we can do over what we can't do. We don't do closed-minded over here. And even if we have a moment of feeling, okay, work through it, breathe through it. Guess what we're doing? We're figuring out how we can do that thing. We're not focused on what we can't do. We're trying to figure out the how, baby, like the how. That's where we're going with it. And wellness for people employed in the human service field. Let's be for real, and I do have a few videos where I discuss this, and I'm happy to go ahead and do a few more. We need to be clear about, social determinants of health is something I love and very passionate about, and I've been fortunate over the years where it found me. It's something that found me, and I was able to conferences and all these things, and wow, we're in the human service field and we're trying to give that to our members. We're trying to improve the quality of health and case management, essentially, right, in the human service field. But a lot of times the people who are serving are also members of the community and need that and more, even with the job. And sometimes the job becomes an extra stressor and all of those things, which I will get into at another time, probably on another video, because I could make so many videos about these pillars, which I will. But I want to just emphasize something about these pillars and core values of this channel, Nonprofit Accountability. I didn't go to ChatGPT to make this up, okay? This is all in here, and this is only here. And anybody that knows me knows that this is who I am, and these are the things I stand for. And I spent time trying to figure out, how do I bring this to where it belongs? And I feel it now. I feel it in me, and it feels so clear right now. So backtrack 1 second. Let's think about the word professionalism. Professionalism is a word that's really weaponized against Black girls, Black women, and it is something else. We have these terms, microaggressions and things like that. We're calling the things, we're labeling the things. We need to dismantle the things. And a lot of this comes from this white savior complex. Let me back it up. This is coming a lot from the white supremacy energy. That's the energy, and that doesn't know color. Talk about what doesn't know color, doesn't see color. That energy. Your color doesn't matter for that. And that's what makes it dangerous. And we're using words, oh, be professional, be this, be that. And what does that mean? It hurts, it stings, and it digs deep. And again, I would love to really dig deep into that concept. Let me back up again, because anybody that knows me, I'm going to take you through a whole ride to get to my point. However, I'm sitting here, and it's coming to me in the past week or two. Robin, you need to find those mavens out there, the human service mavens, right? I'm not using the word professional, and honestly, I consciously do my best to avoid using the word professional. Now, I am a sociologist. I understand concepts, and, we need words to label things, and we get to operationalize our depth. I can go on and on about that. I understand concepts, and I get it. But you know something? That also helps me understand why I want to be careful of the words that I use, because I know sometimes in our bodies we can feel things and feel the words, and we don't know what it is. We don't know what's pushing us away. And for the women and girls and the few men who I would love to see more men really entering our field of direct care, case management, all of the different opportunities within that broad scope of things. I would love to see us have opportunity to really thrive, and I feel jolted by a negative experience by entering a space and them not understanding what it is. And that's what I'm here for. And that's what I'm here to help you with. I'm looking for my people. And I know you're looking for me too. I know you are. And I'm here. I'm here to help you to navigate this. And I'm here to empower you. That's what I'm here for. I am quite the disruptor. And I do it in my own way, with tact, with grace. Sometimes trial and error, sometimes it's a hit or miss. But I promise you that I'm somebody who always, I'm passionate, I'm into what I do. And I do love what I do. My current job, I enjoy, and it's a heck of a lot of work, but all of my learnings and the things I've been through and my self-reflection, all of that has helped me to be somebody who can stand in that role and not run. Me coming from the South Bronx, I'm proud of who I am, and I am emotional as I am. This is real. I didn't write this down. I didn't script it. But I'll tell you, I did sit down a few times and I fake recorded and spoke, because this is deep and real for me. And I know inside me that I can bring something that's missing. I can bring something that's missing to this field. And if you can see it through the video, the little smoke, yes, I have my diffuser here. Oh, I have my old ginger and the lemongrass in here. And it is giving me my life. It is keeping me open right now, keeping me able to share and to talk. And if you're still with me, stay with me. Don't go anywhere. Because I'm giving you something real. I'm giving you something that is missing. And I know that. I say with confidence, because I know. I've been around long enough to know. I've been fortunate and with so much gratitude and fulfillment. I've served adults with developmental disabilities. Even as a girl, I was a summer youth worker, and I should count that in, because that is human service. I was the one little summer camp counselor. I was watching those kids, let me tell you, because I know that they needed me. I felt a sense of responsibility, and I was happy to be that person, to make sure that people are good and safe, to be of service. Ever since I was a girl, I've been this way. I've even always loved babies. I don't know. I always love them. I used to, with my mom's friends that had any children, I'm like, give me the baby. That's just me. That's my nature. It's who I am. I went to Lehman, And I went to Lehman College initially because I wanted to pursue early childhood education. And there you need to also take up a major. So my major that I was going to take up was early childhood education. So it's Spanish. So it's into early childhood education as my minor and Spanish as my major. But then the more I learned about the early childhood education, I'm like, that's not me. It's something else. The Spanish major didn't work out. And I've always had people do social work and this and that. But I'm like, there's something about that that's not calling me, right? It's not the social work. Even though I'm always working in close proximity and amongst teams of clinicians, and I appreciate them. I adore them, and I value what they do. I know some really great social workers out here that they know how to do this, and they know how to do it well, and they know how to navigate the systems and the nature of the systems in order to really serve. So anyway, I'm going all over the place. I've been just so fortunate to serve. Yeah, I'll count my some of you campers and day camp. I was one myself. Serving adults with developmental disabilities. I always end up working with freshmen at college as a tutor, as a supplemental instructor, working alongside counselors. In fact, I was a SEEK student myself. I can explain that another time, or you can ask me if you have questions about what that means. I think there was also like Discovery for SUNY kids, SEEK Discovery, I don't know. I wouldn't have been able to go to a 4-year college right away if it wasn't for the SEEK program. I'll tell you that. And now here I am before you. If you've seen the things I've done, my resume, my little catalog, it tells you something's up with the system. And I'm very fortunate for the SEEK program and everything that Lehman College did for me. You know, I was able to go back and teach freshmen. I'm like, something draws me to just serving people who are in this space in their life that really need me. And I need them too. So serving adults with developmental disabilities and day programs, residential programs, serving children as a behavior intervention specialist, and also from the care compliance coordinator angle. And so quality management, compliance, all of those things. And then, more recently being able to service the general population, which is a totally different energy, different resources and things involved there. And it's all healthcare, and it's all been essentially Medicaid funded services. And I have stories. My gosh. But over that time, I've been able to go back to school again and to, earn a master's in sociology, and then another master's in business administration with a healthcare concentration. I've served so many different capacities, and I enter as direct support, direct care. I can tell you so much. And that's what I like to do. So if you're still here with me in this video, thank you. Here we go. My Mavens. I'm looking for my Mavens. I'm looking for those who feel called to serve, and they want to enter and not sure how. And there's certain degrees that help with this. If you have them, you may not even realize. I would love to support you with that, with conversation videos. Also, if you're in the field and you feel turned off and turned away, if you feel jolted, if you feel harmed, let's talk about that. Let's talk about our expectations, our perspectives. Let's talk about, what is the energy already in this field, in the service system. And even what it looks like, right? A lot of people who run the place, like, what's their understanding? Do they realize the dynamic before them? Where many of the people that work on the front lines and in other areas of their organization live right in the neighborhood. Some of the people we serve are our neighbors. So even now, in the position I'm in, I'm very clear with people. Let me tell you something. You're serving my neighbors. I do not play about my neighbors. I don't play about them. This is very real for me. And I don't play about myself either. And I've learned how to really exude that and embody that over the years. You know, it wasn't always very simple for me to do. Um, it took time and learning and trial and error and having some people there with me along the way that to help guide me and help me reconsider and think about how I'm showing up and how I know no, it's not me, it's you really, right? And what to do about that. Or sometimes it's me, it's not you really. Sometimes that's true too. But I want to validate and give the labels and words to some of what you're feeling. I want to provide context for you. And it's not your imagination. And you feeling drained and exhausted and feeling not like you're not appreciated. Sometimes there's other sides to that conversation that we can have. But you know, sometimes it's true as well. I want to help prepare my mavens that are out there who are also looking for me and don't know it yet. Looking for me as I'm looking for you. I want to help guide you through your journey and experience. I want to help guide you to something that you don't realize is there for you. And that's what I'm bringing to the table. And I know that's powerful and I feel it. So again, this is my channel, Nonprofit Accountability. This channel is really a mirror of me. You know, it's a mirror of me and who I am. And again, what's the description of my channel? The pillars and core values of this channel: to recognize, disrupt, and dismantle white savior complex in the human service field. Power to the people. Empowerment. Fearlessly amplifying and magnify true collective voice narrative representation. Emphasis on what we can do over what we can't do. Wellness for people employed in the human service field. This doesn't mean you run up in your job, oh, this and that, or you read all this great stuff in your school book and you come in, hey, why do we do this way? Let's do it this way. Or come into work, hey, what I'm thinking about fixing in your system is more important than whatever you're doing, to stop what you're doing, right? That's not how we do things. And we need to really pause and think about our energy, you know, where it's coming from, what's leading our perception, the fact that we do have perceptions, you know, the fact of, you know, helping you frame and think about, you know, what you feel in your body and feeling in your body. Feel in your body and be for real about that. And let's talk about that. There's so much I want to do with you. But what I need from you is to make yourself seen. And it doesn't have to be loud. Because, you know, I'm a very soft person. I love my softness. And there was times I maybe had some challenges with accepting that. I mean, I can talk loud sometimes. That's okay. You know, I have things that I still kind of deal with. And some of it just comes from societal, how do you say, expectations, societal views and things like that, because we take in more than we realize, right? The human brain sometimes is in the subconscious mind is so powerful. Sometimes you don't really, you're soaking in so much, and even from birth, you're taking in so much, so many messages, so much information, and it's becoming real in your body. And that's something that I would also love to unpack with you. But right now, and I have other very big things that I would like to do, and I feel that it's real, and I feel that this is the time. I know it is. What I'm looking for is you. I'm looking for you, you know, in this space. I'm not calling you a professional. That you're a maven. You're an expert already. And if you're coming into nonprofit spaces, if you're coming into the human service and you're serving your community, who better than you to serve? yeah, you still have things to learn, frameworks, experience, and all of that. Also, understanding the culture of human service. I mean, like human resources, people, and culture. You have to learn that, right? You have to understand what that means when you accept a job, when you're signing onboarding documentation. You need to understand those things too. I'm here for you, and I am looking forward to you joining in with me. Or even if you are a nonprofit professional already, and what is she talking about? Come find out. Come find out and see. Because I want to do something very special that has not been seen before out here, that's going to really help make not the nonprofit space what it needs to be, what it's supposed to be. And it's for the community, by the community. That's first and foremost. And we've lost that somewhere. And it doesn't mean that people from outside of our zip code can't come in, but it's the way we come in. And it's us checking ourselves too, right? If you're coming from outside the community, outside of the culture, and you drive into work and you drive right back out home, and that's your experience, and you're serving, and you have all this knowledge and all these mavens here, what are we doing? Why are we shushing them? Why are we talking them into silence where they don't even want to share with you? That's something wrong. There's something wrong there. And yeah, I can speak for that, because guess what? I have that experience too. Direct care, management, research, compliance, quality, directing. I'm an academic. I couldn't write the heck out of a research paper. I'm a sociologist. This journey is leading me to this right here. It feels real and it feels right, and I am going to shake it up. And it's going to be such a gentle shake and a nice rocking. Nice and gentle. But it's going to be powerful. And I need you to connect here with me, and we're going to get it going. I'm also the type of person, I really build off of the energy of others. That motivates me. The times I've ever been in a workspace when I've had a team and my team is not sure, I'm feeling down for a minute, that motivates me. That motivates me to try harder. That motivates me to try it another way. That motivates me to get to the answer. And I always will, because I have ways that I do that. All right? So we didn't come all this way for nothing. At all. So I am looking forward to my mavens, my experts. Right? Those, you belong here. And you belong. And that's where we're going to begin. If you have that calling, if you hear that calling as soft or as loud as it is, to really make a difference in this field, in your community, then guess what? You're in the right place. So please do like and subscribe. And that's what the like and subscribe is about. It's also an affirmation for you and for yourself. So I look forward to connecting with you and building this community. Because we're already here. We're already here. We're here. Where are we going? We're here. So let's do this. And we're going to do this powerfully, boldly, and gently. But heavy on the power. All right? I thank you all. And I thank you for your time that you spent here. And I am just feeling so clear. And I feel it. It's a knowing. Right? So I'm going to keep at this. And I thank you all. Take care. And I'll talk to you all soon. Please come to the comments if you felt anything. Whatever you felt, I want to feel you in the comments. Right? That's going to also give me more knowledge. I want to know who's here and who's watching, okay? Thank you. Talk to you all soon.